Sorry, I had to make a mess real quick. Alrighty, so let's get this party started. Who wants to give me the recap?
I think I was gonna do it. I'll do it. Okay, so
Go ahead, Telry.
last session we finished up our fight against some haze creatures and stopped a deathquake. That's what they're called, deathquake. And then we came back into town and got congratulated by Captain Hold and the practitioners, and they said that they were going to work on getting us away into the city for our service, as well as some payment and what have you. Not super important, you know. But we did a good service. Unfortunately, we didn't find the actual source of the deathquakes that's keeping all these people out of the city, and so it felt less than it could have been. In any case, we went back to the inn. We had a little group huddle. I also find important to mention that during that combat, Knarh prayed to Matheria before immediately casting a heretical sorceress spell.
Heresy.
And we're gonna figure that out eventually. But then, you know, we got back to the inn. We had a powwow in the bathroom where we discussed what the plan was and how Captain Hold seemed like he was desperate and potentially acting very suspiciously. Eventually, it was decided that I would go and knock on the door and see what I could find out about what's going on there. So Gruul went with me, and we knocked on the door, and the captain let me in, and I went and I saw what his plan is, and he had some people with sorceress marks, some of them in late stages of corruption, and they're not looking hot. A lot of them are drugged to keep them chill, but according to his paperwork, they'd all volunteered to potentially be used in a reckless mission that he is he's a little hesitant about doing, but because the city hasn't called for help from the church specifically, he's trying to do the best that he can, and is formulating a mission where he'd be taking these guys out into the deathquakes to attract the biggest and baddest of the haze creatures to hopefully put a stop to that by attracting them with their magic. I was still kind of on the fence about how I felt about that, but my conscience and the mystery a little more cleared than they were. Gruul and I went back to the inn, and finding that Marlowe was not there, went out to find him. Turns out he's doing Marlowe things, and we went back to the inn and went to sleep. And hopefully we'll figure out what we're doing the next morning. That's where we are.
Alrighty. And so the sun begins to rise.
Hmm.
And where is it? There. Alright. It is now morning.
It is.
Slowly, the slums begin to awaken as the party also begins to awaken from their slumber. The smell of breakfast calls to you from the northern section of the boarding house. What do you do?
Oh, it smells like breakfast time. Not about to be the first one to deny that.
I wake up and pop out of the drawer I've been sleeping in. And as Chrome leaves the room...
Oh, hold on. I gotta update Chrome's art.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sick new art.
As you say.
But as Chrome leaves the room, I'm gonna shut the door after him. Good morning.
Yoy.
Nara, I have to ask you something, and this is important. Did you mean it? When we were in combat and you prayed to Mytheria, did you mean it? Or were you just saying it to say it?
Slide head out from under blankets.
Just locking eyes.
I want change.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I was hoping that perhaps Mytheria could be of use to me, but
She can. That's not my point. Look, I've slept on it. I was frustrated yesterday. I'm sorry for not talking to you sooner, but I felt that I needed to take a minute and think about what I wanted to say. I didn't want to say anything stupid. I need you to understand that I want that for you also. I want you to be able to have that relationship with the Lady of Light. I want you to I want you to be more than your curse. I want that for you. This is the important thing, right? You immediately. That's so sick. Oh my gosh.
I just got jump scared with it.
I want you to recover from your sickness.
Yeah. All right, so I want
Hey,
that
that's
for
cool.
you,
I'm
right?
gonna move that to the side.
Here's my problem, right? You prayed, and then you tried to use that to enhance your personal magic, right? And
No, I want her to use it.
I know, but that's not how it works. Okay, so here's the thing, right? I want you,
Kind
please,
of sits up in blanket.
by all means, keep praying. By all means, follow the Lady of Light, follow her edicts and everything to the best you can. I know that there's things that you can't control. And by all means, continue to pray, but do it, I don't know, before battles, after battles, thanking her for helping us survive, but don't try to enhance your own magic with her light. That's not how the light works. One day, maybe, if she chooses to give you some of her power, you'll feel it. It's like a flower inside you, and you'll know that the power's not yours. You'll know. It will feel different. You will use power that isn't yours. I don't know. It might happen. It might not, but don't try to use her for the very thing that you're trying to get rid of. You get me?
Lights up with blanket. Picks up Telry. Breakfast time.
Oh my gosh.
Breakfast time. Come on. In chair.
All right. We're good. I'm good. We're good. We good?
And in typical halfling fashion, there is breakfast followed by second breakfast.
Yes.
There's pancakes, eggs, bacon, followed by waffles and fried chicken.
Man, Giddy's the best. She knows her stuff.
How do such small people eat so much?
I'm just devouring food.
Hollow legs.
Usually.
No.
That's the secret. We're just skin bags, really.
Eat first breakfast, eat second breakfast.
Chrome looks a little handsomer than normal today.
So, sleep all right,
On the
Chrome?
good side of the bed.
Ooh, I woke up on the bandit side of the bed.
The bandit side.
I woke up on the
Morning, Marlowe.
Morning.
Mark,
You alright?
I'm fucking tired.
Did you not sleep?
I was up for a bit. But yeah, it's a busy town.
Is it?
Yeah.
Aha. What is it that you do when you just kind of wander off on your own?
Mostly looking for Cap because trying to find him.
Cap. Who?
It's
Who?
a friend he made apparently.
Yeah, he's a fan. His words, not mine.
Aha.
Gruul will kind of like look at Telry and shrug.
Yeah. Shrug. Okay.
Oh,
Well.
there's also the presence of a god known as Alchemical, the god of madness. So if you hear any like gurgly
now?
whispers about promises of knowledge, just be kind of wary of that. Where did all this chicken come from? I haven't seen a single chicken this
There's
week.
other gods.
No, there are not.
That's
There definitely aren't.
Dark gods with technically and promising knowledge. That doesn't sound godly.
Sounds like you sure know a lot about it.
I know the one that I know.
The one god you know that has dark knowledge and tentacles?
What? No. I don't know any dark gods. Stop. You're using your words again to
My
try and
word.
confound me.
You see, I didn't mention any tentacle or darkness of any kind.
Isn't that not what you
But
said?
I won't, that wasn't. But I
Oh.
won't judge you.
Who said
No.
tentacles? Where did I hear tentacles? Did I hear tentacles?
Probably, inspiration from the
Meta!
depths of your psyche.
I'm just sorry. I'm sorry. Please continue.
All right. By the way, since
You'll probably have them in 5 days. Best.
this is
What?
risky conversation, even in private. I would be careful saying.
Alright, well,
Those other
My
gods,
conscience is
Marlowe.
clear. I've mentioned it, so best of luck.
I'm not calling you awful for it, but we are right next to a church encampment. Like I can see it from the window.
Speaking of, so I went to talk to Captain Holt last night, and then I came back to talk to everybody about what Gruul and I found out, and then you were gone. So I saved it for the morning so we can all eat it over breakfast. Yum yum yum.
Half
Put
a
an
waffle out of
Entire
her mouth.
waffle into my
Huh?
mouth.
If you're eating, why make the noises of somebody? You don't have to pantomime yourself eating. Just eat and speak.
I don't
know, something
understand.
TheRadioCrusader.
You are a grumpy boy when you are tired.
I'm just,
Maybe you should sleep in a bed. I don't know.
I'm existentially tired. That's all. Fucking pardon me.
Fair enough. Well, you thought something might be off, Chrome, about Captain Holt. And it turns out he has a plan to use, well, rather, to lead a bunch of people with sorceress marks, like Knarh, to potentially attract whatever's out there causing the actual deathquakes that are keeping all these people out. Now, while I originally stated that I wanted to be involved in getting all these people back into the city, I don't feel like that's the right way to do it. Especially since I may have learned a little more about Captain Holt than I wanted to. He plays a little fast and loose with the rules, and trust me, this is coming from me. I play a little fast and loose with the rules. I almost feel like he does it more so. Like, he's actively working with apostates to try and solve the problem. He's searching for what I'm searching for, only better. He's way better at it. And still turning up empty, apparently.
I was thinking about the first time you showed up at the college. It reminded me of a fable. Have you heard the tale of the 4 blind men and the elephant?
I have not.
Oh, maybe the abridged version. They heard that a strange animal called an elephant had been brought to the town, but none of them were aware of its shape or form. So they sought out, and when they found it, they sort of touched around to see what it was. First blind man, whose hands reached its ear, said it must be some type of fan. Blind man who placed his hand upon its side said, it must be a wall. Another felt its tusk and stated the elephant must be a spear. The fourth grabbed its stick and started beating it off. Do you know the moral of that story, Telry?
I'm sorry, that last bit kind of threw me off. No, what? I imagine it has to do with perspective.
Are you here to find the nature of the beast, or to just jerk it off, Telry?
That's very crude. But I think I get your meaning.
I'm sorry.
My gosh.
That
Okay.
was
You think about that one for a
a
minute.
good story.
I got that one.
Marlowe, are you sure you're not actually an orc and not just, sometimes disguised as one?
You think I could come up with that?
I'm
Fair
a
enough.
demon, remember?
Yeah. That's fair. Here's the thing, right? That man out there is doing his best. It might not be the right way. I don't know. I think everybody's got their own way to make it happen. At this point, sometimes I feel like I have everything, all the knowledge that I need, and then something comes in and throws a wrench into that. When I got anointed yesterday, was it yesterday? It was, yeah. When I was anointed yesterday morning, I felt like I had done just the right thing. I was just absolutely sure that if I didn't follow all of Metheria's edicts to the letter, if I didn't, even leave Knarh behind, that I would surely at some point Metheria would turn her back on me. And yet, she's with Captain Holt, and he's doing the things he's doing. I don't know what that means.
It is at this
I want to know
moment.
the nature of the beast.
It is at this moment that the doors to the boarding house open, and a very exhausted-looking man enters them. You can see that his armor is chipped, and that there is battle damage to his cloak. And he comes towards you with harrowed eyes, brimming with purpose.
Telry stands on his chair.
Man will
I'll put my
stand.
chicken and waffles down and stand up.
Man will stand here, and we'll do a quick surveillance of those present. He will move past, and then he will come to this point. He will look up, and he will give a slight nod. Marlowe,
Yes.
he will pass you a letter. It's a message which is to be delivered to you from the College of Sagas itself. As you can see, it has not been opened, and I have seen it to its final destination. I would tell you more, but there are great happenings in Mornhow. But I will leave you to read of it. And then
I'm
he will
grateful
give-
that you made it here in one piece and took the risk to make that journey.
It is my job. He will give you a bow, and then he will be on his way.
You want a waffle?
No time, I'm afraid.
Okay.
What's it say?
gonna read this in the bathroom.
To the bathroom, boys.
Oh my gosh.
Do we?
Hey, Arcadum, can my token be smaller so I fit in the bathroom better?
Oh, okay. Yeah, all right.
Man,
Any
Yes.
bathroomers? Any?
boys being gross.
I develop attachments to places.
Yeah, look at me.
Hold on, that's too small. That's too
The
small.
pocket size.
No, put me in your pocket.
There we go.
Oh, there we
Never
go.
mind, you're growing. Now you're more like a bowling ball sized.
No, I'm an adult halfling.
I will look at the seal and see if it is, has been resealed.
It is not, as far as you know.
Okay.
It seems the courier did his job well.
Sort of give him a nod even though he's not here, and then I will open the letter.
As you open the letter, you can see it is addressed to you from Mila Willowpipe, your boss. And it says, "Dearest Marlowe, I bring to you tidings that may affect your mission and indeed your ability to return. The King of Mournhowl is dead." The words kind of hang over the area as you read them. For the death of the King of Mournhowl carries with it quite a bit of political and indeed continental spurring intrigue. And the letter continues. "Sources indicate to me that the king's death has actually been prolonged, and that what we have been seeing is a man dead for at least 2 years, puppeted by some unknown brigand. I have very little details, as the college has not been allowed admittance into the holy chambers, but from what I've been able to collect, this is the following facts. A group of adventurers in service of the king and his family sought and retrieved their royal blade. Then they ventured into one of the many burial chambers to depict its authenticity. Upon rendering the authenticity of the blade, this adventuring party returned and discovered that the king was in fact already dead and for some time, manipulated by forces unknown. However, by a turn of event that I could never have predicted, the regent of the blade, a man by the name of Cyrus Harvey, the leader of this group of adventurers, as wielder of the blade, decided whom should continue in the fallen king's footsteps. He did not, as many thought to believe, he did not choose the prince, the actual blood relative, but instead, the captain of the guard. And so, a new kingdom has been sprouted up, a new family line has been placed on the throne that none have suspected. The noble houses of Mournhowl are in an upheaval. It is no telling how stable the city will become, but what is worse is that the prince has left the city and has been reportedly gathering his strength outside of the gate. Multiple couriers have been sent towards the Pale City and through all cathedrals throughout. No doubt, the very courier that I have sent to you would be followed closely by a courier of the church itself, if it has not already reached the ears of those within Edgington. I implore you to continue on with your mission, but be careful. There are now forces at play that we cannot predict. And be careful should you see any symbol that looks like this. And you will see that there is a golden eye written on the letter at the end. Have courage. I believe in you. Mila Willowpipe.
Do you
Seems
read
that
this out loud?
No.
Okay.
Seems that the king has been dead for years at this point. The blade that signifies rain has been given to the captain of the Mourn Guard, and the prince doesn't like this. Civil war will likely break out in Mournhowl very soon. The church is... I think the prince is siding with the church, and they're gathering forces. So we need to make haste.
Well, I'm definitely not going to be safe there anymore.
Well,
Weren't you going to get spayed or something? Are you worried about magic?
Huh. Well, at this point, we're not exactly safe here either. You said he was dead already? How does that work? Was he hidden? I thought people had to see him.
If Lord Montague had been dead for 2 years, would you be surprised? We've seen nothing of him. A name can rule a country for a lot longer than a live person can.
Well,
I think all of you know that very well.
Is the job still the same?
In essence, yeah. I don't know if we're going to get paid or perhaps compensated even greater due to the gravity of the situation. But we seem to be Mournhowl's, at least Mournhowl in the state that we arrived at, its current only hope. Whether or not that is something of your concern is up for you to decide.
I still think it's a worthy cause. We have a job to do.
could you side against the prince and the church?
I don't know about siding against the prince or the church, but I do side with those who watch and those who save information. And so far, the Bard's College has been the only place on this continent that I've found that does that. In a manner that's not destructive to other people.
Agreed.
So I'll side with them.
Well, I will
Safe
continue to help
haven
where I
is-
may.
Yeah, a safe haven like that is valuable.
Might
Yeah.
not be a safe haven, even if we do
Right.
succeed. Who knows what the current guard captain believes or thinks. None of that was included in this, and I don't think it matters much. My personal interest is in the safety of the sagas and all of the stories that are held in that library. So, I believe that this mission can at least help secure that in some sense.
At least keep it true to its course rather than whatever's going on with it.
Yeah, out of the hands of people who would meddle with it for their own ideological possession. He'll kind of give you a stern look.
Look, I'm with you. We've discussed this already. People are going to be people. Captain Hold is definitely not following the laws of Matheria to the letter. He's a rule bender, and it's probably best for us that he is. We came here for a job. We should finish that job. If for no other reason than that's what we agreed to do.
We should see about our entry into the city. If that is also delayed, I would like to look for my friend again. I'm personally more comfortable with the practitioners. I think that they only speak in half-truths, but regardless, they seem to be a faction that's, well, less dangerous to myself than the church.
Yeah,
Do you have
probably
an in on the city?
not immediately. I was told that he was going to work on it and get us all in, but that it might take time. I don't know how much time. I hate to be a nag and show up on his doorstep every 10 minutes like I have been.
I can show up on his doorstep.
Well, sure.
Alright.
Also, Knarh.
Yep.
When we're in the meeting bathroom, I think it would just be best to step in and shut the door behind you. I know it's
Yes.
just us and Gideon here, but just for future reference.
Gross.
We're in the meeting
And
bath-
walks away.
when we're in the meeting bathroom, bro.
Well, cool. I guess if we're waiting on that
So,
second breakfast.
so we're going to
Nothing wrong
hold
with
off on following through to return, or You finish up what we're doing here first?
We don't have enough information to return. There's a bit more useful information, especially with Zelith and Miranda, the other two. Now, I'm putting the pieces together with how this political situation is taking place, but we just don't have enough information. We need more on Lord Montague himself, regardless of his position. I don't think we're going to learn a lot more from the church. They might be our way in, but I think the practitioners, as well as the townsfolk, might be our best way of gathering information.
Yeah, agreed.
How are you doing this morning, Chrome? You seem a bit quiet.
I'm just listening. A lot of taking.
Is your gut telling you something?
No, not quite yet.
All right. And yet, as you walk outside, you are greeted from someone else.
Oh.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. Hello.
All right, as you guys walk out, you see that Practitioner Cole is waiting for you outside. Good. It seems that you've awakened. I have been sent by the good captain to take you in. Your admittance into the city has been granted. Come with me.
Very good.
Be sure to gather your party before venturing forth.
All right.
No one cared who I was till I ventured forth. Just kidding.
Practitioner Cole, after we enter the city,
Yes.
we perhaps a place that we could have a conversation briefly,
Of course.
just between us.
Yes, secret conversations. Of a secret nature.
Nobody cared who I was until I started having secret conversations.
Yes, exactly. That's what I keep telling everyone. If you want to be somebody in this world, then you have to pretend that you already are someone, and then you'll be one, or possibly someone else. It's a strange design, the psycho... And he just keeps going and going and going as he walks you into the city.
Marlowe listens intently.
Yap, 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 yap. All right, you guys ready for some mappage?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Mapping.
Ooh, yeah.
Is it like a 5-foot extension to the slum?
No,
Oh, good.
it
Old slum?
is actual map time.
Woohoo.
Is it heavily patrolled?
Is it heavily patrolled?
What a question.
All right, let me get all this set up. And enjoy.
It's a load.
Ooh.
You need
That's a whole
98%.
city map.
Ooh.
Let me know when you're loaded.
I'm loaded. That's pretty sick.
Loaded.
Yep.
I'm into. Oh wow, big city.
There I am.
That's a lot of mappage.
Gotta
Welcome
love them borders.
to Edgington.
That's a lot of
Abomination.
buildings.
So, as you can see, out here, there are the slums. Like right here in the side. That's kind of where you were in the previous map. And this is the main southern gate. And this is you guys.
Ah, sweet.
It's glowing.
Not sure why it's glowing.
So shiny.
Is
Wait,
it
what
my
is-
curse?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Wait,
yeah.
why does that wood house have feet?
Don't worry about it.
Wait, did you say feet?
Don't worry about it.
I won't.
Okay, so you guys have now fully entered the city of Edgington. So this is a full-blown city. As you enter, the good practitioner has basically informs you that you can explore the city if you'd like. However, you are expected at least by before 4 p.m., around that time, to go to the cathedral and meet with the captain. But you have until then to explore the city if you'd like.
Is that Captain Holt?
Holden. Holden? Holden
No,
Holt.
Captain.
Who am
Like
I?
Captain Holt?
I think Holden's
guy,
in
the
another.
church guy?
Yeah,
Yes.
our captain, the one that we know.
Yes.
Okay.
Captain Hold. Captain Hold, yes.
I have
Nice.
my Telry's top in my notes.
All
How
right.
dare you?
So, city of Edgington is quite vast. It's still only about a medium-sized city in the big scheme of things, but there's a lot to experience. So, these are the following places of interest that you can go to if you'd like. You can visit the Alchemist Guild, which is where the practitioners have their headquarters. I do not have a map available for that because that hasn't been finished yet, but we can still go there. There is the residential districts, the noble districts. There is the Holy Square. And there are also a couple, like you can also just explore the city and we'll do random rolls. It has its own random roll table. So, what do you want to do?
Ooh.
Well,
stuff.
Well, would we pick up our reward from the alchemists?
You get that from Hold.
Oh, okay.
Huh?
Well, anyone else got some ideas what they want to do in the city?
I'm.
Oh,
Or
also, just as an aside, there's a full-blown market here, so you can purchase a lot of stuff. Potions included as the alchemists, as there is a large quantity of alchemists here as well.
Oh, good.
Except I'm pretty sure half our armor is pretty dinged up. Don't you want to repair that?
Yeah.
Well, we didn't already? Oh.
We did, and then we went and fought.
True.
And then we fought.
We fought hard. It was a tough combat. We're all scratched up.
No,
I
I
don't
can see
know.
that.
I'm following the group. If you guys want to lead on,
No.
whenever we get to about the time when we want to go to the cathedral,
Well, if Marlowe wants to go see the alchemist, I'm all for that.
I want to have a talk with Cole.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
that's right.
But
Okay.
one-on-one, I would trust Gruul or Chrome with me as well, but I think Cole didn't want the conversation to be more than one-on-one. Other than that, everything else is on the back burner. So you guys.
Hmm.
We'll go repair my armor.
All right. I like this song, so
Yeah.
I'm going to play this. All right. You want to talk to Practitioner Cole?
Yeah.
Come, speak to me in the side alleyway.
Practitioner. Well, I'll start with this. You're now aware of my capabilities, that being of, well, flight, namely.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Good. I appreciate that. But if we, just hypothesize suspend disbelief for a minute. Those walls are heavily guarded. But you know that I've been well within my capability to, well, hypothetically get over these walls anytime I wanted to. What I'm trying to say is, the entire time I've been here, I've shown nothing but restraint. It has been quite troublesome. I'm trying to empathize with your position, what you have to do for your people and your concerns. But I also have my own concerns. something that you said you might be able to help me with.
Perhaps. And what is it that you seek, exactly?
Seek a method of wielding the light, much like sorceresses would wield cantrips to combat the undead. In a way that's more tolerable, perhaps, with a bit more discretion. I feel that the easiest way of getting what I want would be from the church, but they wouldn't give it to someone like me.
And what makes you believe that?
Well, I've been called nothing but a demon since I've arrived on this continent.
Yes. By the educated?
No.
Well, there you go. By that logic, we practitioners are demons, for we summon forth magical doodads from our hands. Do not be dragged down by the will of the uneducated, unwashed masses that we painstakingly keep safe with our constant vigilance. If you wish to wield the light, then do it. Go to them and ask. There is a misconception among those with guilty hearts, no doubt, that to go before the church is to invite folly upon oneself. But I have never seen anyone be put to the stake to go to the church in good faith, to converse about applications of the light. Most of the time, apostasy is punished because it is hidden, and by its very nature devious. Let us use your own example. You have stated to me that you have shown great restraint, hypothetically, that you could have ignored our laws at any time. And I am supposed to take what from that? Some measure of respect? Appreciation? You could have been killed at any time by the various crossbowmen, by a simple word of my command. Am I offered that same allegiance that I should offer you? Of course not. Preposterous. If you wish to wield the light, then do so. If you wish to learn our ways, then do so. I sense that you have a way with the dramatic. And while I detest the theater, I understand its importance, for the unwashed masses require distraction. But we do not deal in distractions in Edgington, my boy. We deal in science. And the holy light of Mytheria, regardless of my own religious applications, has allowed me to follow that course mostly uninhibited, and certainly to a greater capacity than I ever could by adhering to the Druids' archaic and, to be quite honest, tedium of their particular belief structure. So, if that is what you are seeking, then I can provide it. Speak clearly.
I wish for a spell, to gain knowledge of a spell that would allow me to wield the light. I also wish to avoid the, let's just say, bureaucracy and tedium, if you will, of the church.
Do you have a particular piece of knowledge that you're seeking in mind, or just any would do?
Any of a reflexive nature, much like a cantrip.
Well,
Not well versed in the,
if you are specifically looking for the confines of magic, the practitioners are not the route for you. In fact, we are quite committed to the absconsion of magic whenever possible. I'm afraid that the church is your source is the source you will need to seek. I would suggest that you do so under appropriate pretense, and with as much transparency as possible. It is not as if the church is adverse to the use of magic as it stands. They are adverse to the use of magic without the appropriate anointments and this bureaucracy that you so disdain means that their magic does not bring about apocalyptic summonings, corruption, and death. Especially here, where the soil itself is teeming with death. Personally, as Practitioner Cole kind of interjects, I find that the confines of magic to be quite inefficient. Perhaps I could convince you of something else. Perhaps the way of the practitioner.
I'm interested.
Come
You've been
then.
open and kind. I would be open as well to supporting you.
Come then.
I do have my priorities, though, as you understand.
Of course. Allow me just a moment to show you another path, perhaps. All right. Practitioner Cole would like to take you to the Alchemical headquarters.
I'll go with them.
Alrighty, does the rest of the party follow?
Oh, I certainly do.
Alright, I don't have this map yet, unfortunately. But, essentially, you are all led... I think it's this one.
To the other side of town.
Alright, a few hours of walking, and you find yourself on the near opposite side of town, of the city. As you approach, you will see that the alchemist's headquarters is far more that of a science building and library than anything else you might have noticed. But as you get closer, you hear the telltale sign of warriors training, the sound of breaking boards and sharpening steel. As Practitioner Cole leads you within the confines, is anyone here a foreigner?
Yeah, I'm a foreigner.
Make me a history check.
Sec.
Yeah, actually pull up your sheet because we're on a world map.
Story.
There it is.
All right, Marlowe, as you start to walk underneath the stones, you recognize the style of it. Whereas most of the buildings in this city follow a very kind of rigid style of construction, wood, thatch, some tar perhaps, very little stone is actually used. However, this building is built more to the confines of, well, monasteries. And as you enter onto the other side, you see something that you did not expect. Not a bunch of men and women poring over dusty old tomes, wearing lab gear, doing experiments, but rather, you see a training field, and many of these practitioners dressed in light clothing, assaulting what appears to be wooden training dummies with their arms, legs, feet, and all manners of their bodies. Many of them doing physical conditioning with all sorts of unique styles of physical training. And then also in the back, you can see that some are inhaling what you presume to be smoke or perhaps some other chemical concoction and training their bodies and minds. The practitioner will continue. There are many that mistake our particular application of science. For you see, we practitioners use both the strength within and the strength of the world applied through theorem and acumen. So as he begins to walk you around, it is revealed that the practitioners, these men and women of science, are actually, their main class is monk. Specifically, they are alchemical monks, which use the enaction of science, of smoke, and other such inhalation techniques from the church in order to apply in actual combat. And as you walk through with them, you can see that many of their implements are actually based off of old, archaic weapons that you recognize as a foreigner. They can be found in the eastern section of Calcatesh, and they can also be found in even distant continents known as Glaeus. You see weapons such as the Kersagama, except that instead of the sickle, there is instead a smoke-headed censer. In fact, the very weapon that Practitioner Cole used when he assisted you in fighting the dead was this very weapon.
It's for, like, Cow region?
What's up?
Like Cow region?
Yeah, like KO.
Okay.
So, Practitioner Cole, seeing as how you're seeking the applications of such techniques and devices in order to deal with the undead, instead suggests that instead of magic, you use the world around you. He's basically saying, why not be a monk? That'd be way cooler than all this other dumb shit you're doing. Anyway.
This place brings about a bit of familiarity to me. It's quite comforting. I admire your resolve, your methods of training.
It is the best way to directly combat the haze. By keeping our bodies strong and our minds properly inoculated, we practitioners are able to more accurately put into play our various techniques and devices to deal with the undead. I dare say, in fact, that had we more of a number, we might actually be able to stop them. But unfortunately, the practitioner way is not for everyone. The risk of magic and the mental fortitude it requires in order to resist it is, well, quite difficult. And there's something to be said about... There are those that fear not being able to wear their heavier armors and use the... it's all over the place. It's just not for everyone, I suppose. Some think that it is better to depend on a sword.
Will you have time tomorrow for me to stop by? I'd like a decent amount of time to dedicate to understanding and perhaps assisting this establishment.
Of course. Take your time. I know that you have priorities, and you have followed me all the way across the city. I dare say I apologize for eating up most of your exploration time. I am afraid that you'll have to make quite a bit of haste to make it back to the southern gate, as that is where the cathedral is.
Are we to stay in the city, or are we to sleep back out in the slums and re-enter?
Oh no, accommodations have been provided for you within the Holy District.
Is much appreciated.
It is no problem. Also, we are men and women of our words. And a small vial will be handed to you, Marlowe, filled with your blood.
Marlowe will look more surprised than anybody has ever seen him genuinely show a surprised emotion.
Telry is going to very smugly smile at that.
Knarh rolls her eyes.
He was actually touched by that. Oh my god.
There you are. Besides,
Just
we've already made the copies we needed.
You've made copies of my blood.
Yes. He'll look at your wings and then back at you. I'm sure you understand.
But you can actually do that? That's a real thing?
Of course you can.
Huh.
There's a lot that you can do the unwashed masters are not aware of.
Are you able to inform us of the purposes of such things?
No.
You can piece them together, though, if you think about it for quite some time.
Yeah.
I mean, he, doesn't think ill of you.
No, but he thinks of him as dangerous, as he thinks of...
I think of
Nara
him as a potential target for infection. We must make sure our antidotes work appropriately on anybody's form. And as he has tried not to attest, he is hypothetically perhaps rare. And we need to be sure that if perhaps hypothetically any more of his kind, if there is a different kind of person amongst us, that they might also be curable.
Makes sense to me.
Do you also sell medical training. I happen to have a little bit of a skill, but could always learn.
Yes, but not in only 2 hours.
Yeah, understood.
He'll look up at the sun.
For future.
Kind of walk up and tug at Marlowe's sleeve. Hey, didn't we have something else we wanted
I think Marlowe's shut down right now.
Sorry, I didn't hear anything for the past 2 minutes. Were you talking to me, Telry?
Yeah, we just walked for hours across the city. That's nothing to you, but my legs are like half as long. Weren't we planning on doing something else?
I believe you had to go to the church, and then Knarh had to get exercised or some shit like that.
That's not the plan. The other plan. The one that we came here.
Oh, that one. Yeah, I'm a little distracted at the moment. Thank you for staying vigilant about that.
You gonna need some drinks after we get a reward?
Sorry,
Yeah?
I'm thinking.
Always.
Bro.
I feel like
Just
we're
deleted.
I feel
deleted Marlowe.
All right, we're grabbing Marlowe for the show.
I don't
give away.
I don't think we can let him have one of his like midnight powwows. I feel like we're gonna find him eating a fucking homeless man in the fucking alleyways.
And we're dragging
If
Marlowe,
you
and we're
grab
going
my
now.
arm,
Thank you, Mr.
I will rip the magic out of you myself.
All right. So,
Please
show
let
of
me.
hands. Who wants to leave Marlowe right here while we go find,
Cole will
think
see
we
that
should-
he's still standing there. What seems to be the problem exactly?
My problem is you being in possession of my blood still.
We're not.
You've made copies of this.
Yes.
Do you understand? You, out of all people, I presume to not be naive to understanding what you can do with a vial of somebody's blood.
Yes, which is why you were given it back as you requested.
Will you be? Are you?
Are the copies not actually his blood?
No.
No, they're copies.
Would you be open to discussion and to explain what exactly these copies are and how they work when I return to Borrow?
If it would put your mind at ease, yes.
It will. And my conscience brings me to want to help you and assist your mission. However, this is a sticking point with me, as I'm not from around here.
Yes.
And people can do things with blood that I've seen that worries me, despite whatever their intention is. It's something that I need to be very diligent about, for the safety of myself as well as my people.
I
Do you
understand.
understand where I'm coming
I do. Perhaps you shouldn't have come to Edgington then.
well, I can regret that at some other time.
Fear
If that
not.
comes-
It will be made clear, but you should really get back to the cathedral. You don't want to be late.
I appreciate it, practitioner. And
Very late.
till tomorrow.
On our walk and our way back to the cathedral, I'm actually going to ask Marlowe, how long have you been in Corvanus exactly?
This calendar, I believe about 6 years.
That's a long time to be away from home. Do you not have, family? Do they not like you? What's the deal?
What? Wow.
Well, I can't speak on whether or not they like me or not.
Do you
Some
suck?
do.
Well, we already know that answer.
I just know that, if I was away from home for 6 years, I might miss it. I might try and go back. you're still here. What? Why?
Well, I'm here for a reason. And I also did not tend to be here alone, and yet I find myself here alone. So, sort of walk between the line of, do I continue my journey here? Do I continue my purpose? Do I try and leave? Do I try and meditate to find some understanding? I just take it day by day.
Huh. You're an interesting man. I'm still trying to figure you out. I'm usually good at figuring people out.
Well, I'd start with trying to figure yourself out before trying to figure other people out.
Oh, I don't think I count. But I'm taking that into consideration. I'm trying. I'll figure me out eventually.
Just remember the elephant parable. Start with the small things.
Yeah. I don't think I'm ever gonna forget the elephant parable, if I'm honest.
It's a lot of imagery in it. It's a good one.
You know, I was beginning to forget about it.
Hey, don't forget about it. It's so important.
Forget about it.
Well. Hopefully this won't take long, and maybe we'll be able to use the evening to do what we came to this town for. But no later than 4 p.m., right?
That's what Cole said. I believe it's probably very strict. I'll let you do all the talking here.
Huh. All right. I'm in.
All right. Let me know when everybody's in. Anybody not in yet?
I'm in.
I'm in.
Okay, I'll move the party as one.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, everyone stand on top of Gruul.
Crow and Gruul are one.
All right.
Yes.
As you guys enter the cathedral, you can see that it is one of the largest buildings in the city. It rises up with great stone arches, stained glass windows depicting Matheria or her various saints. You can see that there is an enormous line of pews. And indeed, the entirety of the cathedral is massive. Although at this time there is no active mass, there are still a couple of religious practitioners that are moving about and going about their daily routine are a few priests. However, even from this distance, you can see the captain standing near the center, near the pedestal where sermonization can appear. But you see that he is also standing across from someone else, someone that he is in conversation with, and you see this guy.
Oh, yeah.
You see a man in red and white, an ordained full-plate mail. A long sword at his side, and his helmet in his hand. He is speaking to the captain in a kind of friendly but hurried tone. And then as you approach, Captain Hold will turn and will say, you're here, Telry. Please, come. Captain, I wish to introduce you to Telry Lanternbridge and his associates. Greetings and salutations to you. Name's Captain John Carter.
Telry Lanternbridge, the younger, at your service.
Now, if you could please, for the sake of posterity, repeat what you've just told me. I think it would be important for Telry to hear it. As you wish, Captain. So, I'm here to officially inform those of the cathedrals and there within about the killing of the King of Mornhow. It seems that an unknown band of adventurers went and killed the king and named some sort of usurper to take his place, thus denying the prince his inherited throne. The call has come down from the chosen of Matheria herself that we are to not stand for this to happen. The prince is already gathering forces as we speak, and we are officially on standby to be called into battle should the need arise. And the other thing. Yes, of course. There's also been a heavy amount of demon sightings in the Broken Oaks. There's even some mentioned within the Twisting Pines. It can be no coincidence that with the killing of the king, and indeed these demons rising, that we have some kind of cult, some sort of movement on our hands. Therefore, it has come down from the sword captain himself that we are to be on high alert. Tidings indeed. Tell me, Captain, what should we expect? Well, it seems that the church's hold over most of the denizens of Edgington, as well as Gen's Gambit, seems to be upheld. We are to assist the practitioners in the quelling of the dead whenever possible. However, I have a few personal pieces of correspondence to deliver to you, Captain Hold. Also, there has been a special call to any that would listen. It seems that there has been a call for demon slaying, and indeed, the assistance in the capturing of apostates. And in general, or... Oh, no. Specifically in the Broken Oaks, and also the Twisting Pines. Therefore, as I have been speaking with the good captain here, I am to understand that you, Telry Lanternbridge, and your party are adventurers, yes?
We are.
Well, if it be so pleasing you, I am here to officially offer you a requested mission to assist in the capturing and punishment of apostasy. Specifically, the rampant amount that has been occurring within the Broken Oaks and the Twisting Pine as of late. You will be rewarded handsomely with every apostate brought to justice, preferably alive, so that they could face trial for their crimes, and dead if necessary. If you're interested, we have a seeker on the way here that can give a more headed count and more accurate findings.
That sounds good. I would like to have more accurate findings about that before embarking on such a thing.
Well,
am not, I'm afraid, the leader of my group. We've traveled here on a joint interest.
And what interest is that?
It's not... It's not my business to tell right away. It has nothing to do really with the church itself.
Are you trying to say, Telry, that the shield, a new anointed member of the shield, has nothing to do with the capturing of apostates and slaying of demons?
Oh no, that is separate, and I'm still somewhat interested in that. I know that we are here for other matters first, and
what matters are those? Concluded. Perhaps we can be of assistance. Indeed.
We're searching out a man. What was his name? Marlowe? I'm literally terrible with names.
Searching for someone named Cap. He was in the slums.
Cap?
I understand the gravity of the situation with apostates and demons. I personally have arrived to procure some better weaponry in fighting the undead rather than demons. But I can see where your priorities are and where they perhaps would align with myself and Telry's.
Well, to be clear, the Chosen has made sure to make it clear that the ancient contract between Gwen's Gambit and the Pale City is held. We will assist in any undead quellings as needed, but that any available hands or adventurers that were willing to serve the cause of Mytheria could assist in this emergency of apostasy that has begun to occur. No doubt, with the King of Mornhal being usurped and the Prince being denied his rightful passage, that the Mornhalians will, their tamer apostasy will now be even more, what is the word? unavoidant? Yes, I suppose. It's just going to get worse.
Is this new usurper, this adventurer, whoever took the throne, do they not abide by the litanies of light and the teachings of Matheria?
We have heard that they are a penitent paladin, the one that held the regent's place, and they named the captain of the guard to be the new king of Mournhal. We know very little of this captain. We heard that he is an honest man, but I do not know of how pious he is. As to the adventurer, this Cyrus Harvey and his contingent of adventurers, it is unclear exactly what they mean. But we know that they are a penitent of the light, and therefore heretical in their very nature. No doubt that the person that they have chosen to take the throne is just as heretical, or at least should be assumed as such, until such a time that an investigation has properly occurred, which I doubt they will allow us to do. Of course not. Once power has been given, it's very, very unlikely to be given up. No doubt this will mean war with Mournhal, which is what we all wish to avoid, but some things are unavoidable.
Have you spoken to any of the bards in this city? Are there perhaps people from... They do have a bards college over there, correct?
I personally have not, although I have heard that several delegates from the Bards College have already met with the prince in private, and there has been some meandering of the assurances that histories will not be altered or destroyed. I personally do not think that they would destroy or affect any of the recordings of the Bards College. It is more so of the opened act of their ancestral apostasy.
Understandable.
Indeed. Is there anything else that you wish to report to us, Captain? There is one more thing. It is not for the unadorned. He will look towards you, not clerics and paladins.
Hey, Chrome, wanna go steal some shit?
Sorry.
Ooh.
Yes.
I'm a bandit.
I mean, not steal shit. Wink.
Make sure to return all these people's proper goods to them, of course.
Yeah.
You two are terrible.
Alright, well, the rest of the party walks off. Telry stands in his position next to the captain. Do you trust this lantern bridge? Yes. Although he was only recently brought into our employ, I do trust him. Good. What we have to discuss next is of a delicate matter. The public word of the church is that there has been a heretical replacement. And whilst I do believe it to be true, that is only to throw off the scent of what we believe to actually be true. The King of Mournhal was dead for multiple years before his discovery, and it is of my opinion, and the opinion of the Chosen of Matheria, that there is a cult behind it. A cult? What kind of cult? Well, we believe it to be of foreign continents. We're not entirely sure exactly as to its manner, but we have received some word that this cult bears a mark of a golden eye. A golden eye? I've never heard of such a thing. Neither have I. But it has become clear and evident that they were behind whatever happened to the king truly. And while this usurpation has certainly thrown us all into madness and scrambling and chaos, it is not the fault of these adventurers that the king is dead, but rather that of this cult, or whatever it is.
Do we know more about this cult? Are they the same that have been summoning demons in the Broken Oaks?
Unknown. But, more likely than not, whatever this cult's doing, it is of a heretical nature. The public word of the church is that we are looking into these adventurers to see them punished for the illegal usurpation of this new king, and, indeed, their heretical practices, but we do not believe they are actually responsible. But we must not reveal to this cult that we are onto them. The more of the fool that we look, the easier it will be to catch them. So, Captain Hold, I have been sent here by the Smiling Knight to find those that would be willing to volunteer for the hunting of this cult and to bring it to punishment. Elias himself? Yes. It seems that something has stirred the Smiling Knight and has caught his attention. We would be well to do as he commands. Hunting a cult is... well, it's no small feat. Indeed. I was hoping that you knew of someone that could handle it. I will need time, Captain. Perhaps I can find someone. Very well. If that will be all, I will attend to my chambers. It was quite a long trek, and I am quite tired. Of course, Captain. Accommodations will be made. Stay in the light. Forever in the dawn. All right.
Yes.
Make me an insight check, Telry.
Oh no, my skills are gone. Hang on. There it is.
I'll inspire that.
From 600 million yards.
Telry, you
In the
can do it.
bathroom.
Hey, you can
Sense it.
Hey, you can figure that out, bro!
I'm kidding.
With an 11, you can see that he is definitely worried about this news given to him. But you're not quite sure why.
So you seem
was worried?
Hold is
more
worried.
concerned?
Okay, cool.
It is concerning news. But
I'm afraid what is most concerning is that I do not believe I will be able to finish my preparations. The sword being here is a problem. And if the Seeker gets here, he may yet discover what I'm trying to do before it is ready to be shown.
maybe, if I may, and I don't mean to seem forward in this, but maybe it's not the right course of action. I know you've given this thought.
You think I should abandon the project?
I think it's a good project, and it leads in the end to my own goals, and forgive me, my own reason for being in the city to begin with. In the long term, I'm here to help my friend Knarh with her problem. I don't know. I don't feel like I'm the one to advise you. You've been involved with your project for longer than I've known about it, if I may.
Perhaps you're right. It may be too much of a risk.
How much do you know about this captain of the sword?
Who? Captain Carter?
Is that his name? Oh, yes, he did introduce himself. I'm sorry. As I said before, terrible with names. Yes, Captain Carter. Have you just met him now, or did you know him?
I have met him in passing. He's a good man. Perhaps a bit, obtuse when it comes to the laws of Mytheria. He's more of a punish first, ask questions later sort of fellow. I do not think that he is reckless by any means, but he is unwavering in his faith and the nuance that sometimes it requires.
I see. Well, I will. Do you think I should keep my friend out of his path?
Yes.
I appreciate that insight.
But the problem still remains. No doubt he's expecting of me to provide him with a force, and I have none. I have none to spare. I understand that the call comes down from the Chosen herself, but there's just no one to spare. The practitioners themselves are... The man looks really worried.
Different.
If the
borderline.
problem with these deathquakes was dealt with, if Edgington was not under threat, I could lend a few of my shields.
Why not explain to the captain the issue you told me, where the city itself has not requested official aid, and therefore you're severely undermanned to begin with?
If I tell him that, he will just demand to speak to them. And I am far more honeyed with my words than he is. It will just lead to more bureaucratic nonsense. If I wasn't constantly being blocked by Lord Montague, we might be in a better position.
Maybe me and my friends could go speak with this Lord Montague and...
Unlikely. You'll not get an audience with a nobleman that easily. That is not something I can provide to you. I can get you in the city, but that's about it. I'm afraid that's just not within my ability to grant. And even if it were, there's no telling that he'd accept.
Surely, my friends are talented. Surely we could find a way on our own to get to him.
What are you suggesting?
I don't know. Trust me, I'm not the plan guy. I'm the keep everybody as straight and narrow as I can guy.
Well, if somehow you were able to get a meeting with Lord Montague, perhaps you could convince him to allow us to officially provide aid.
I think that would be best, and I can try. I think that when it comes down to it, is probably the best possible course of action if we can pull it off.
Well, my best advice...
Pardon the intrusion. Might I join or be granted audience? This is conversation.
I think our official meeting is over.
It's nearing 4 p.m. We were given express direction to be here at 4 p.m. for some reason.
Yes, to meet with me.
Which we're doing.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck, dude?
Okay.
Say, Marlowe, but by all
I'm
means,
supposed to be here at 4.
when I,
You are.
as though it might not seem immediately apparent, this gentleman happens to be our planner.
Are you pointing at me or at Captain Hall?
Yeah, I'm pointing at you, Marlowe.
Make me insight checks, both of you. He does not believe you.
I know what it seems like, and that past momentary interaction just now might have told otherwise. But no, this is Marlowe, and he is a very what's the right word? This is the 4th time I've done this today. I
Are you trying to introduce me? What are you?
Yes, I'm trying to introduce you and tell him that you are a very resourceful.
Look,
That's the word.
Look. Shield Lantern Bridge. If you wish to do something about Lord Montague, I think it is best that you do not tell me. Perhaps it is better to ask forgiveness than permission. If you can convince him to stop blocking our official requests of the church to provide aid, then that would certainly help get things going around here.
Well,
The only advice I can truly offer is that he spends so much time in his estate having all sorts of lavish parties that he keeps most of the council toasted, fed, and entertained that I doubt we're going to get a word in edgewise.
Well, what a terrible shame. And I wink at him. Come on, Marlowe.
This Lord Montague, one of the three you spoke of before, vying for power, is he giving the church trouble?
Absolutely. He keeps blocking our every request to provide official support, because only when we are able to give official support are we able to call for more reinforcement. And already our thin supply of priests is being requested for another task, and I do not wish to see our work unfinished here.
We could be, if we manage to get an audience with this Lord Montague, whoever he is, I'll wink at Marlowe. We'll be able to get more members of the church here to help and stop the deathquakes and let all of our fine friends from outside into the city again, where they belong. In their homes, Marlowe.
Sure. I believe that this is something that we're capable of at least trying to seek out an aid. And that would be an aid of the shield and thereby be an aid of Mytheria. I think it is a noble cause.
Well, do what you need to. Report back when you can. Oh, that reminds me.
Where's he going?
Man, I love this place.
Very fancy. I love the shield/eye floor plan. Haha. That's pretty cool.
All right, and Captain Hold will return with a satchel, and will hand it to Telry. Your payment for services rendered.
Oh, how big of a satchel is this?
He'll still hand it to you. It's pretty big for a halfling.
Okay. And I'll just kind of like hug it with one arm underneath and one over the top. Kind of like throw the loop kind of over my head. Thank you. It was our pleasure, and this will also help. Our armor and our weapons and our supplies are running low, and this is. Thank you, sir.
Indeed. I must prepare for evening mass. Good luck.
What time is
Take any more of your time.
Mass is held at 8.
That's good to know.
Oh, we were told we were going to get housing. Do you know where that might be?
Oh, yes. Oh, of course. It's in the satchel. There are keys to your home.
Okay, I thought the house was in the satchel for a second. So
Well, thank you.
Fucked.
Well, I mean, only one of us would fit in this satchel as I kind of do the waddle.
Hey, Telry.
Do you need help with that?
Alright, can I have that bag when you're done with it?
Please, somebody else take it. I didn't want to look, small in front of the captain.
Waddle until the
I'll
very
grab it,
next
swing it
day.
over my
Bum,
back
bum,
arm.
bum, bum.
Yeah. All
We are
right.
become one.
We have.
Keep stepping on your toes, Gruul. It's a small aisle.
Look, I'm the one with the steel-tip boots. All right, have fun stepping on my feet. Also, thank you, Chrome, for not going bandit mode. I know it took a lot out of you.
I have more in my mind than being a bandit.
Looks inside his mind.
It's a bandit.
All right.
Oh, it's bandit.
Okay. Well, it's in this bag.
Apparently, we have some keys.
I'm gonna start rummaging through the bag and see what's in there.
All right, inside you can see how there are. Inside there are 100. Hold on, let me check this.
Ring. New car.
There's about 1,000 gold pieces, so 200 for each of you.
1,000.
And there's one key for each of you as well. On a key ring.
Whoa.
Right?
There's also a number on the key, which is, I believe it is 845.
Huh.
Oh. Can't believe these heathens use an address numbering system for their housing.
What are you talking about? Isn't that how everybody does their housing in cities?
What is an address?
Yeah, but I just had very low expectations of these people.
One of these days, Marlowe, we're gonna go to the Pale City, and I'll show you what a real city's like. But
I look forward to that.
hopefully not in the near future.
They're pretty much the same.
All cities are the same.
Full of people and money.
Inside.
Alright, let's go find, Buck, what is this? 845? Remember, odds are on the south side and evens are on the north side.
Off to this house.
Fuck, is this going 800 or 900?
$845?
8475309.
So one thing.
Mm-hmm. There are things that need to be said that I think only the privacy of a bathroom can be
Oh
said.
my god.
Do you think this house has a...
my own heart.
Only,
think this house has
only the privacy of a bathroom.
You're
Do you think
learning.
this house is gonna have a bigger bathroom than the inn?
Y'all are
I've
gross.
fit 8 dudes in a 5x5 bathroom before. We were having conversation.
In a fight, right?
In a fight, right? Alright. Let me know when you guys are loaded.
I am loaded.
I am
And-
lean.
I have
I'm in.
200 and something gold. Dun, dun, dun.
Fuck, this is a huge house.
Right. Look at this neat little courtyard we have.
Huh.
Chrome, do you want to break in?
Do not break in. This house is on loan. It doesn't belong to us. I think. I don't think it belongs to us. In any case, we should keep it as tidy as we can so that, you know.
Wait, Crow, don't actually break the window.
That
Chrome.
looks good to me.
Chrome starts having a flashback.
Here, look. Hey, Chrome. No, wait. And I'll flash the keys and jingle jingle and stick them in the door.
Alright, you unlock the door and walk inside.
Here, look. The
You
window's broken.
prepared.
See? Yeah, prepared.
Alright, as you enter, you find that there's a nice sitting room. Wow.
We even have a sitting room. With fauna in it, of all things. I know that would be
This
flora.
Is this
Lavish.
a woven rug? My
What?
goodness.
What does the rug smell like?
Clean. And
Huh.
I guess like oxen hair.
Interesting.
All right,
Oxen hair rugs.
you find yourself in a rugged hallway leading towards a large dining area.
Knarh, you need to get better at doorways. Thank you.
Yeah.
Constructive criticism.
Gruul, as
Well.
you analyze the books kind of stacked in the sitting room, you can see that they appear to all be theatrical opinions of one of the nearby acting troops. You can see that whoever wrote this out here, you can see that
the wall.
you can see that Whoever wrote these was once in residence here. They never signed their names, but they leave scathing reviews of almost every single theatrical performance in the city, except for one, which is The Man with No Toes.
What?
In which his critique says, passably funny. Chrome.
I should rewatch that because...
Chrome, you enter a comfortable great room with hearth.
There are not enough chairs at this table. I'm gonna grab this chair and scooch it to the table.
Alright, you guys, here.
Alright.
We're missing one.
Alright, when you get to there, Chrome, you see that there are stairs leading up.
We got a second floor.
Marlowe, that chair is quite comfortable.
He's trying to channel as much comfort as possible out of it.
Chrome, would you like to go upstairs?
Yes.
Okay.
Here we go.
Whee!
You're upstairs.
Very nice.
This map is sick.
It is really good.
I'm a fan.
Feels very homely.
You know what I've noticed, though? That it doesn't have
A meeting room.
a meeting room.
Oh no, it's got an outhouse.
Gotta go outside to have our meetings, guys.
Get in a bucket, put it in the corner.
Okay, Chrome immediately lays down on the biggest bed.
Yep. It's mine.
This is
Oh, dibs.
mine.
This is quite cozy. Have you seen the restroom?
No. How do you feel about scathing theatrical reviews? But is that a yes? Well,
Ominous silence.
We
I am
don't.
poking,
We don't talk about those since the incident.
poking through the pantry.
the incident?
Well, Telry, as you look this over with a halfling's eye, this would be great for a couple of humans, but this is unacceptable for the number of people here. There's at least 7 feedable mouths in your party.
At least.
Telry.
As you walk in, Marlowe, Telry's got like a mouthful of grapes.
Is this supposed to be the restroom?
No. This is the pantry, as it were. Sparse.
Okay. Could we do some conversion?
We could. What do you mean?
Oh my god.
Well, renovation. Temporarily, of course.
To the pantry? Are you
Yes.
insane? If anything's
yeah.
gonna happen to this pantry, it's gonna get filled with more food.
Okay.
Stay out of my pantry, Marlowe.
Can I turn
he's not
this
gonna
into
get
a
it.
shitting room so we can have meetings?
What's in here?
That is a storage chamber.
Rug is a mess. I'll keep this room in mind. Marlowe wants to convert any room, it can be this one. Alright.
Does anything here not come up as like a waiting room magazine?
Oh, so the books in the hearth room, they all contain different litanies to Matheria, different excerpts of adventures that are depicting the glory of Matheria. Just a lot of propaganda.
Are there any like children's books or like fairy tales?
Mm-mm.
No. I'm oddly unenthusiastic about this situation. I'm gonna go find some cigarettes and probably some milk or something. I'll be back.
Oh my god, he's not coming back.
Okay. He's not coming.
Oh, wait.
He ran off before I could tell him how much less enthusiastic he was about to be.
Oh?
There's a lot of Sword of Matheria in this town now, and more may be coming.
Oh, good lord. Alright. You go run off to go, like, I don't know, yell at him. Yeah, it was, Gutter?
Is that gonna be
Well,
okay, Telry?
Just here, walk into the waiting room real quick.
That can be okay?
Apparently, there's a lot of the sword around, and you remember, meeting the sword and all that. Not exactly pleasant folk.
They haven't arrived yet, have they?
That's not what Telry was saying.
Oh, okay. Talk to him.
Yes, we should be okay. I keep a low profile. We're still here to do our mission, and in fact, even
Marlowe,
our mission.
Make me a perception check, Marlowe.
Ready. I will inspire that.
Okay. Okay. You notice that all the books here on this shelf have no dust on them, as if they've been read a lot.
Cool.
In any case, our current mission here in Edgington, with Lord Montague, actually kind of intersects with some good that could be done for Edgington. It involves the church, but not the aspects that we've come to fear, if you know what I mean. But as it is, we should play it clean. We should play it cool.
Was this a part of the conversation you were having with Captain Hold, or is this just your intuition?
No, we spoke. I can't tell you everything, but what I do know is that Edgington is already trouble for us in the first place, as we've seen.
Oh, you don't say.
Yeah, and it may get worse, so watch your steps, don't go in alleys. Let's travel in twos, I guess, is my biggest suggestion.
Right.
Don't...
Yeah,
what I mean...
The first place I'm going to is probably an alley.
Well, then take... I don't know, take Chrome with you or something.
Take Chrome.
Sounds like a great idea.
Yeah,
He's good with alleys.
Chrome,
Yep.
would you like to do some tourism? Perhaps flirt with banditry?
Yeah, I was listening the whole time.
Yeah. Anyway, if you're gonna go out on the town, go with Chrome. It'll probably be smoother, but also watch your steps. There may be more of the sword around, and they are dramatically less prone to be nice than the shield are.
Worst case, I have the ability to disguise myself. I could always run back here. And then, if anything, I could leave out the back door. Pretend like you don't know me. I think we'll be fine. Keep my eyes open.
I believe he mentioned something of a seeker as well.
There is a seeker on the way, yes, and that may spell trouble for his current plan, because said seeker, they have ways of detecting apostic magic, and they will probably immediately figure out what he's up to. He's not sure what he's doing about that yet, and neither am I. I didn't feel like I was in a position to advise him on it.
I'll be right back. Just a couple minutes, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But when it comes down to it, he is on a time crunch, and if we can deal with Lord Montague and get an audience with him, possibly we can stop the captain from having to use his desperate plan, which I still don't entirely approve of, and he won't have to worry about his plan not working because of the Seeker coming. It all clicks into place. All that has to happen is us to execute our plan perfectly with absolutely no mistakes.
Seems our goals converge.
Well, I mean, that doesn't really fix the problem of the deathquakes, though, does it?
Well,
Yeah.
Okay, so long term, the idea is that if we could convince Lord Montague, while we're also trying to stop him, to sign off on calling for assistance from the Shield of Matheria, that Captain Holt can get more men to defend the
You
city.
mean calling off the assistance of the sword, right?
So
Well,
wait, your
I
idea is
suppose
that
that would be more effective at dealing with the deathquakes.
wait. So while we attempt to dig up dirt on him, you wish to directly go to him and request an audience?
I think if we can find a way, and I'm not saying that we do this the most,
Your mic's growling.
just a little. If we, I don't know. I'm not a planner. I'm sure you guys have some clever way of getting what we need out of Montague while also, I don't know.
He throws parties. We'll go find ourselves an invite. That's my idea.
A party?
I'll be right back in like 2 minutes. I have to grab some ice cream.
Fair.
Whoa, there's a party over there.
What? What a party.
Huh.
Clearly a glimpse of what parties are like.
Yeah, that sounds... Yes, a party. And getting...
Better go now.
Person with the Oni mask looks down at you. What's a party?
You know what a party is, Knarh. Just probably never been to one like this. And I also don't think that you'd be the one to go on that particular... Honestly, Marlowe's probably... And me, but I don't trust myself at a party. I'd get distracted, you know.
When you're in my
Food and-
presence, you don't have to make conjecture. You can just ask me.
Yeah, Marlowe, you're probably the best suited to get into a party. Out of all of us, you'd probably be the best at running through it and getting what you need.
I do clean up nice.
You do. If there's any way that you could do it without using magic to disguise yourself, if there's going to be a Seeker of Matheria in town anytime soon, they will spot you immediately.
They've spotted me before.
And then we camped for 3 days in the snow while Gruul, very skillfully, as I nod to him, led us all the way back to town, barely.
He's not wrong.
Well, they spotted me. And it was also my assumption that they'd be coming after me. Which is why I left the backpack, trailed them back to Mornhell. Seems like they didn't take that route. So, to assume that they're after us specifically is an assumption. It's a safe one, but it is an assumption. And if we have allegiance with the Shield as well as the practitioners, perhaps we'll have some sway against a Seeker coming to take us specifically.
I also
I'm
have
not very
something
confident in that.
to input. I'm not sure about everybody's opinion about the church, or whether or not they want them in control of Mornhow. But if we remove the issue of the Lord, the Shield gets their access, as he is the one stopping them. And then the Shield is able to move to Mornhow, as requested. Do we want to assist the church as it currently stands? If I can tell right now, their forces will be more limited now if we wish to return and assist those in Mornhow. if that is our goal.
Let's to go deal with all the demons in the Twisted Pines.
It
I have
seems as
no concern of demons in any pines.
It's not our problem.
It's our route back home originally, but
Well, then they can clean the path for us beforehand. Or we'll find another route. Or not go that direction again, because maybe we won't be able to return to Mornhell.
Realistically, I think that the chances of us returning to Mornhell on completion of this mission get slimmer and slimmer as we go.
I think any idea of helping the church is a short-term versus long-term goal. Frankly, our, window of time to handle things have been pushed to navigating through short-term goals. I think the church being in power of anything will most likely lead to the death and torture of all of the innocent people on this continent. But then again, I don't really care too much.
The Church of Matheria is the only reason that this country has not been completely overrun by demons for the last 500 years.
So you're quite certain of that, right?
That everybody knows that.
yes.
Their assistance is certainly appreciated in the demon waste, but I feel maybe like many others that they overreach.
Well, part of me thinks that the church being in Mornhell, now that I've been in Mornhell and met the people,
I'm back.
that would be detrimental to their culture. However,
It would destroy their culture, essentially. Or assimilate or cannibalize it.
I mean,
I agree.
even Chrome himself would not be absent of their judgment, seeing as he carries with him an heirloom weapon.
Yeah. And, the church isn't so bad if you're open and upfront and straightforward.
Open is the last word I'd use to have any association with the church. And you're telling me to be open about the church?
No, I mean, clear and truthful, and as a person, you yourself.
And there are monsters. We met one.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
won't start being, honest with the church the minute they start being honest with me.
I was meaning to ask something, Marlowe. We had barely begun to be truly introduced to Captain Holt, and you immediately pointed the finger at some apostates in that slum. Why?
Yeah. Well, I was kind to them. Well, not kind, but I'd like to have a conversation. They are in possession of something that I assume to be, let's just say, an imaginary make-believe, definitely not real God, because there's only one God, of course. They're in possession of something like that. I wanted a discussion, and I tried my best to, have a discussion with them. They were the ones screaming, pointing fingers, and shut the door. So I turned them in. That buys favor with the church, and also I don't have people whispering dark madness behind my back who are now afraid of me. Well, I probably do, but at least not those individuals anymore.
Well,
Manipulative little man, aren't you? I'm not wrong. Because it stands by, sits down.
so what do we do next?
I'm gonna go buy some, probably cigarettes, probably milk, maybe cheese and wine if we don't have any cheese or wine. Yeah, I'm a little uncomfortable in this place.
It's certainly has a vibe. Are these suits of armor like actual armor, or are they purely decorative? Uh-oh, we lost him.
He did say he was going to be back.
Mr. Gatum.
He did say he was back.
Yeah, I
and
thought
then
he-
vanished again.
I thought he did.
Hmm.
I'm gonna peek out this window.
Well, I'm gonna head to the market. Are you guys staying here?
You bring in Chrome?
If Chrome
Yeah,
wants to come with me.
I'll take it on.
This
I
isn't
gotta
one of
go.
those creep off into an alley by myself kind of situations.
Yeah, just don't make a ruckus. We're in the holy square.
We should stay on task. But if we're splitting, we should also be doing something, Gruul.
Yeah, I'll go fix my armor. Since we haven't done that.
Sounds good. Would you mind having mine repaired also? I'll hand it to you.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Thank you.
If you're willing to take mine as well, to be appreciated. Wish to have some talks.
Oh,
Don't
You know,
worry,
before I
don't
go-
got armor.
I'm back. Sorry, had to get up again.
Okay.
All good.
Yours too.
before I go, I would like to ask, what would you have done in that situation? Telry?
I need more information before I can say. How did you meet these people?
I was walking by a window and I heard them whispering about a magic book and selling it to apostates to perhaps buy an entryway. Something about dark whispers. And I tapped on the glass and they freaked out, closed the window. I put up a sign on the glass saying, "Hi, I'm friend, not foe, would like to talk." And then I cast a message saying, "It's okay, calm down."
I imagine they did not calm down.
No, they freaked out and closed the door. Which is very
Alright.
rude.
I probably wouldn't have been looking in people's windows.
Okay, well, let's just say you did. Or you happened to notice somebody in possession of a tome that contained dark whispers.
I might have tried to
evil
speak
gods
to
that
them as
definitely
well.
don't exist. And if you were rejected,
Then I would have left them be.
you would have left them be.
I don't know. I don't know. I wasn't there. I can't say what I would have done. I just
For as much
I
as you
don't-
speak about the litanies of light in Matheria, where is your righteous indignation?
Do you know what happened to them after you turned them in?
I have no idea. They're
I
probably
don't
dead.
either.
They're tortured.
They might be dead.
Is that not a good thing, Telry?
No, I'm supposed to protect the people, Marlowe.
Oh, they're apostates.
The apostates are people. They can change. They could have.
Well, it was given
Look-
to the shield. Shouldn't that be a good sign?
Yeah,
I hope
maybe
so.
they're being fixed right now.
I hope so. I have no
Very
idea. It seemed aggressive of you. It seemed petty.
It was very petty.
Okay. Well. And you don't have a problem with that?
No. Very few people have treated me kindly in this continent. I've been seen nothing but as a demon. And those who do treat me kindly, or those who do open their door, I tend to, at the very least, try not to be petty toward. I'm not the best of a man, but
We all have growing to do. I'm sorry I brought it up. I shouldn't have. Your business is yours.
that's fair. I just wanted you to see the potential hypocrisy in judging me for my actions when they were, ironically, in fact, probably the actions that a shield of Matheria would have taken, or should have taken.
To turn someone in without proof over something that you don't believe exists? I don't fully understand. Forgive me. That's okay. It's in the past. I want to understand. I just don't yet, and I know that the time will eventually come.
I'm trying with patience. I don't take your question personally.
I'm glad. I didn't mean it as an offense. I seek understanding.
I'll probably ask the same question again if we run into similar folks, which we very well might within this city.
Agreed.
They
And then we'll learn more. And we'll understand a little more of a piece. Anyway.
All right. So, has the party decided what they're going to do about their particular problem with Lord Montague?
I'm going to market and get milk, cigarettes, some soap, and wine if they have it. I also want to go around and sort of ask about Lord Montague's parties and see if we can bribe or find a way to buy a ticket to one of these parties.
All right, make me a persuasion check.
We've also all given Chrome our armor to go with him and have it repaired.
Yep.
Okay, buying all those supplies and repairing your armor is going to be about a total of 75 gold.
Can I pay for just the wine and the cigarettes and the cheese?
I will cover the cost of my own armor.
50 gold.
How much wine are we talking?
I mean, are you getting shit wine or are you getting good wine?
Yeah. One bottle of really good wine, 2 bottles of like mid to bottom shelf.
Okay. So 50 gold.
Cool. And the other 25 is for all the gear. Cool.
Man.
And food is expensive in this town.
That's what he's doing.
All right, well, with your persuasion check, this is what you're able to find out. Lord Montague is a notorious partier. In fact, many people don't like to talk about it openly, but it is rumored that Lord Montague has several entertainers available at his estate for his grand parties. Many members of the council show up, drink, eat, and participate in other forms of debauchery.
It's like some Eyes Wide Shut shit.
Well, no one knows for certain, but that's what the rumors say, as much as you can trust rumors. What's clear is that many people believe that Lord Montague somehow has a gratuitous amount of wealth, and many people believe that he's going to be named the new regent of Edgington. His two challengers are a representative from the church who has performed herself as a decent governess, and the other is a retired military colonel who many of the people have convinced to start running, but it's uncertain if he even is going to. Not to mention the other already council members that you've heard of that are also vying for the vacuum of power. It's unclear as to who's going to come out on top, but what is clear is that Lord Montague seems to be greasing the palms. Well, as the rumors would put it, Lord Montague has enough money that he is greasing the entire wheels of this political industry, and it's only a matter of time before he seizes power.
Is he openly talked about known for slave trade?
No.
Okay.
Although, because you know that he is at least been accused of it, you start to piece together some of the things. His gratuitous wealth, his constant flow of new entertainment, and who knows what else. Most people don't like to talk about how profitable the slave trade is, but it is very profitable.
Did we ever see any symbolism in regards to the dusk lilies? Like, would we have a frame of reference for that?
You've seen no reference to them at all
Okay.
in this area.
Like, in character, would I know any? Was that given by Milla Willowpipe? Any imagery that depicts the dusk lilies, or just by name?
Their symbol is just literally a dusk lily.
Okay, cool.
It's a flower. Hence their namesake. Another thing to keep in mind is that while you're walking about kind of searching for clues and kind of feeling out the local populace, you'll also start to notice a couple of other things that are odd. Notably, that those in the market appear to be there and offering wares, but you notice that many of them seem to hide their products as you walk by. Not all of them, but some of them. And you also notice that where Chrome goes, it's kind of followed with watchful and sometimes even hateful eyes. And it's unclear why. Perhaps it's because of his orcish nature, or perhaps it's for some other reason. It's uncertain. It could just be because you're strangers.
Do you get the, catching the vibe that we're not, say, appreciated as potential customers here?
No, it's just me. I usually get that everywhere I go. If you went on your own, you probably won't get this.
How come?
It's the way it's been. The way how people view how others view my people.
Orcs?
Yeah.
I thought he was going to say, no, bandits. Like, oh, right. Oh, right.
All orcs are bandits.
All orcs are bandits.
Great. So
How you guys feel about that, Knarh and Gruul?
He's not here. He's out in the town.
Nope, he hasn't said it in your presence.
Does there look like any people selling arcane adjacent goods?
No, not even a little bit. No, snake oil salesmen, nothing. There are plenty of apothecaries, but they sell only church-regulated merchandise.
I'm gonna go to a stall that doesn't hide their wares or kind of be shifty about their products. So moving things around. I'm gonna go up to one of those stalls.
Okay. There's a man behind the counter. He seems friendly enough, and he's selling bread. Hello, friend. Can I interest you in some fine loaves? We've got a new banana nut bread that I think you'll find quite tasty.
That sounds amazing right now. I haven't eaten in a minute.
Well, all right then. He'll take one down and he'll cut a slice. Here, have a taste. See if it's to your liking.
It's good.
Yeah?
It's fantastic. How much would you sell a loaf for?
Oh, 2 silver.
Oh, shit.
Shit,
I don't have any silver on me.
I don't have any change.
Hopefully this will be enough, and I'll hand him a gold.
Oh, that's plenty, sir. He'll give you 8 silver in change.
The man who walks in with a $100 bill and goes, "Can you split 100?"
Crumb, would you like to try some of this? It's really good.
Bread is not my forte.
Chrome is so
meat.
fucking cool, dude. I don't eat bread. I'm not a milk son. Oh my god.
I'm gonna go right to my hips.
Dude. Chrome is a walking vibe.
I noticed that we're new here. So you can't tell by our garb.
That much is obvious, friend.
Yeah. I noticed that there's very strange, well, it's an atypical market from the ones I've been to prior.
Oh, what do you mean?
A lot of people were being a bit shifty with their wares with us walking through. Is that normal for, outsiders?
Well, I mean, it's obvious why.
Yeah, Marlowe, I already told you.
You're serious about the orc thing?
Orcs?
Yeah.
No, it's not an orc thing. It's because you're church.
Oh.
Because we're church?
Yeah. It's not every day that new strangers get let in through the city gates. Rumors buzzing all around about the tiny little halfling and the 3 orcs that came in with him and the effeminate man.
Roll?
I'm not effeminate.
No, you're the other orc. You're the other orc.
You know,
Clearly.
so, I mean, it's like, nobody here wants to get in any trouble with the church, and, you know, if they sell you certain products, yeah, they might get in trouble, so they're not looking to get strung up in the street, you know?
Oh. Between you and me, it's quite the opposite. Actually, we're more interested in the products that would get other people strung up in the streets. You take my word for it or not, but I'm not here to persecute anyone.
Well, yeah, but, I mean, look at you.
And?
I mean, you fit the description perfectly.
Oh, yes, no, we were let in by the church. We'd help them with the undead situation outside.
Right. But, you know, you were let in by the church, so, you know, you gotta be working with the church. Plus, the halfling has, like, you know, he got ordained.
Yeah, I really can't tolerate that guy. And he's not here right now.
He'll raise an eyebrow. Yeah, alright, look, if you're looking to buy something that maybe you shouldn't look, you didn't hear it from me, but there's a man I know, alright? His name is Jag. You can find him at the end of the market. He's got red hair, kind of a scar over his eye. Ask him. He might be willing to sell to you. I'll even send word that you're not part of the church. We'll see if he believes you or not.
Much appreciated.
No
I'm gonna
problem.
hand him 2 more gold and say, that's to put toward the fund for making more bread. It's a really good thing you're making here.
Thank you kindly, sir. And good luck. Do you walk away from his stall?
Yeah.
You hear him call out, "Hey, Maury! He doesn't look like that much of a woman. Not really."
Oh my God.
You guys know that scene from Inglourious Bastards where they're sitting down across from Colin? It's like, the German's name for you is the little man. What?
I'll get naked right in this square.
I will pull out my dick right now.
I still can't get over your little voice crack there.
I'm not a feminine.
I am the definition of masculinity.
Dude.
Rose
see my wings?
foxtail over the shoulder.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
the Goliath standing behind you as perspective.
Let's go find Jag.
Okay, so you travel to the end of the market, and eventually you happen upon a red-headed, heavily scarred individual who seems to be selling what could only be described as knives, and lots of them. As you approach, he'll look up, and he'll put a box underneath the table. Here. What you want? You the one the breadman sent?
Yeah, potential customers.
Yeah, he'll kind of look at your ass. Anyway, what do you want?
My ass isn't for sale at the moment.
Oh, I'm not interested in buying. I just wanted to know if the rumor was true.
There's a rumor.
Yeah,
What might that be?
that you're a lady man.
Oh, well, I'm a ladies man, but I'm not a lady man.
He'll look over and to Chrome he'll say in Orcish, "You serious about this guy?"
I don't know. He's
Are you
pretty
speaking
cool.
common?
All right, whatever. What do you want?
I was looking for a place where I could buy things.
All right. Hey, God, you're such a paladin. You know, put a fucking box on the table. We'll look around. All right, lean in. All right, I'm not looking to let everybody get a show here. All right, what you want? I got all kinds of stuff. Let's start opening different boxes. All right, I got silver salt. I got dragon weed. I got crossfade. Oh, I've also got this nifty little black stuff all across the 7 seas. It said, right across the abyssal ocean. They call it black silver.
Well, I've had a bad experience with the whole crossfade thing a couple weeks ago. But would you happen to know a place that would sell actually how much is that black silver?
I'm sorry, I made myself let me look like a paladin. You a cop? You better not be a cop. Oh, I'm sorry. All right. As you take a look at the black silver, and what's it? Oh yeah, you like that? All right. That right there, that'll send you to a new plane of existence right there. If that don't get your carriage rolling, I don't know what else will. He put down in front of him 100 gold.
I'm a bit short on funds at the moment. Oh shit.
Oh, he'll put everything away.
But I'm also willing to pay what I do have for some information. Interested in
Yeah, what do you want to know?
a place where I could buy some spells. Something that the church wouldn't get involved with. I don't want them knowing about this.
He'll lean way back. Yeah, I don't know anything about no spells. We don't do that here. Praise Matheria and all that. Make an insight check, Marlowe.
I think he knows a lot about spells.
Praise Matheria and all that.
He definitely knows about spells, but he thinks you're a goddamn paladin.
I think he might have the wrong impression of who I am. I have nothing to do with paladins or those stuck-up folks.
What are you then?
Well, I'm an artist.
No, you're a narc. That's what you are.
I'm not a narc. I'm a performer.
Oh, yeah?
I'm a poet.
All right, Mr. Poet. Prove it. And he'll pull out a box, and he'll throw down some fucking black silver. Do a hit of that. Paladin won't touch that.
I'll do some crossfade. I've had experience with that before.
Fine.
Regrettably.
He'll put some out.
Alright.
I put a hand on Marlowe, and I'll say in Orcish to the other guy, cut him some slack. He's been looking for this for a while. I've been with him for a pretty long time.
Make me a persuasion check with it. Persuasion check with advantage, Crow.
Alright.
I'm already rolling Chrome a second hit.
All right. No need to waste the product. He'll take it all away. Fine. All right. So you're looking for spells, huh? Some arcane, yeah? Arcane? What? Primal? What do you got? Huh? What's your poison?
My poison is, well, at the moment, the church. I'm looking for a spell that, much like a cantrip, things that novice wizards and things would use that would be of the radiant variety. But the only way to go through that is to get it from the church, and they want.
Oh, you want some stolen light, huh? That's costly. That's gonna cost you a lot. But I could probably get it for you. I may or may not be in possession of some litanies that you may or may not be able to apply in a magical form.
How much are we talking? It might take a while for me to procure the funds.
200 gold, it's yours right now.
And what is the nature of this? Is this an enchantment to a weapon? Is this a cantrip?
No, it's fire. Come out your mouth, all sacred and whatnot.
Oh, pretty cool.
Might I take a look at it first?
Why, so you can learn it? Look, you take it or not.
I want to glance at it so I know. It would take a lot more for me to learn it than just looking at it. I want to glance at it to make sure that it fits the description of what I would like to purchase.
I told you what it does. It's sacred fire.
Is that a cantrip?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a deal. Here's 200 flat.
All right.
Here.
All right,
Here's
listen.
210.
All right, listen.
For the trust.
Listen. He'll put that away. All right. I'm not just gonna give this to you. We gotta do it all sneak-like. Do you have a home, place that you live?
Yeah.
All right. Where? What's this number?
It's 845.
All right. Tonight, I'll throw it in under your door. All right. Real easy like.
Here's a better deal. We let you in for a second, and then I hand you the money, and you can hand me the book.
What? You already gave me the money.
I put the money on the table. I didn't just give it to him.
Yeah, he took it.
How do I know that you'll be good on your delivery?
I wouldn't be a very good businessman if I didn't actually do my part, right? Let me ask you this, stranger.
That's fair.
Were you sent
You will
here,
be.
or did you walk up to me? Huh?
I walked up to you.
No, you were sent here.
I was sent here.
Yeah, the
And
bread
who
man.
sent? Oh, yeah, he let me know where you were.
Yeah. Why do you think that is? It's because I don't do good business? Hmm?
That's fair.
845 tonight, around midnight. Watch your front door, all right? And I'm not going inside. Plausible deniability.
Understandable.
Good. Get the fuck out of here.
Okay.
He laughs so hard.
Really do suck at talking to people, Marlowe.
You're a fucking narc. That's what you are. I'm an artist.
I'm the epitome of rationalization in this cursed continent.
Hey, you look like a paladin. Oh my god.
Chrome, do you now understand my lack of patience?
Yeah, that's why I'm a bandit. Or was.
That's why I admire you, Chrome.
Alright, you guys go back home with your milk and cigarettes and wine.
We actually come back.
Alright, these two come walking in. God, that was so funny, dude.
What?
How's the bathroom renovations going?
Oh, I found a room you can use.
Oh, perfect. Where is it?
It's beyond the kitchen.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yes. I don't know anything about actual renovating, so up to you, I guess. Oh, thanks, Chrome.
Marlowe,
Yeah.
you find a storage room.
I'm gonna wait by the front door.
Is someone coming or something?
No.
Oh, okay. I tell
Hey,
you,
what you-
he's a good guy. He's a little paranoid.
Oh, Chrome, no, he's
Bro, he's good people.
expectable.
You guys dancing? Hang on.
No, sorry.
I'm just back
Our
out.
habit of bumping into people.
He phases through walls.
Books. You said books.
No, I did.
When he said I found theatrical critiques, he fucking. Marlowe, as you approach this bookcase, you see that, as I mentioned earlier, that all these books have been read and moved around a lot, so no dust has settled on them.
I'm going to check the spines, kind of give them a cursory read, and then also, as I'm running my finger, check the sturdiness of the spines.
Well, as you kind of investigate, you notice that they're all written by the same author, and they appear to be, well, an encyclopedic volume. All right. And they are written by the author Kinkle Callus, Elves, A Sexual Adventure, Volume 1 through 7.
Okay. Is it all like that?
Yeah. There are two complete volumes. There are two complete encyclopedias. There's Elves, A Sexual Adventure, and Orcs, A Sexual Frustration.
Are there any Nier Automata figurines around?
No.
Girl, is there a place for me to wash my hands?
Actually, I don't think so.
Alright.
Not a sink
Yeah,
in the entire house.
There's cleansing fire right here.
Yes, I shall stick my hands in that in a minute.
Yeah, I don't think there's even a restroom in the upstairs either. Yeah, I actually don't think so.
And the sun begins to set.
I'm gonna grab the books and grab them by the spine and try to lightly shake them and kind of feather the pages to see if there's any like notes hidden in them.
There are several drawings.
Oh fuck!
Are they good?
And they all come fluttering out and just kind of fly all over the floor.
I'm gonna make a dex saving throw.
Don't roll a 1.
Okay,
Okay, that's not a 1. I'll just go to bed now.
dodged a bullet.
Oh, God. To answer your question, Telry, yes, they are very good and explicit.
Ah. Artists are the worst people.
Sure is a lot of smut/heresy going on in here.
Man.
Rome.
Mm-hmm.
Don't look at the books in the other room.
Do not.
Okay.
Don't do it. All right. He goes and reads them. I wouldn't have done it if he didn't tell me not to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Insinuating Chrome would have willingly read a book on his own.
As far as I
You gotta have a
consider.
good amount of pictures.
Oh, there's a lot of pictures here.
Yeah, we did confirm that one, didn't we?
And I was on the internet. I saw a picture of a naked man. It was fucking crazy.
What?
It's like 2 days ago.
That's why we don't go on the internet, like, ever. Anyway, I'm going upstairs with Knarh.
Okay.
It's like, and bedtime.
What's Gruul doing?
yeah.
Shady hiding in the corner.
Oh, he's on duty. He doesn't like the fact that we're in a really nice house in the middle of like a really nice area. He feels like it might be bait.
All right. And as night sets in and everybody settles in,
Big yawn. Off to bed. We've got a big day tomorrow. Lots and lots to do.
All right. And as everyone else goes to bed, Marlowe and Chrome, which are expecting something, will have something thrown underneath the door to your home. You will see an envelope, and inside of it,
Here, this is for you.
something covered in mystical writing.
Thank you, Chrome. Fuck it. Okay.
All right, Marlowe. As you begin to read and learn the cantrip, I have taken the liberty of adding it to your character already.
Oh yeah.
So go ahead and take a look at your spellbook, and you'll find the cantrip. Go ahead and activate it.
Indoors?
No, not just click the button so that
Oh,
chat can
gotcha,
see.
gotcha.
All right, you now have Sacred Flime.
What?
Flame-like radiance descends on a creature that you can see within range. The target must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 1d6 radiant damage. Target gains no benefit from cover for the saving throw. Wow.
There we go.
1 damage. Wow.
Marlowe this is one of those rare occasions where Marlowe's genuinely happy. He will light a cigarette and drink the bottle of wine indoors. He will keep his pants on as he sits in a chair.
Does Chrome just sleep in the sitting room?
Yep. He got too tired waiting.
He fell asleep waiting.
Excellent.
Alrighty, and so another night passes. In case anybody was confused, Sacred Flame works just like Sacred Flame, except it's a D6 instead of a D8.
Nice.
Good old knockoff cantrips.
The Australian Sacred Flame. Oh, some Sacred Flame.
Flime.
Morning.
The orcish variety. Huh.
Knarh pokes Telry.
Yep.
Poke, 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 poke.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Why are you...
How do
Why-
you pray?
How?
It's morning. I'm sure that's important with Matheria and light and all that, but how do you pray?
Alright, Chrome pisses in the bushes out front. As he's doing so, a woman walking by covers her face and looks away and walks quicker by.
Watering.
I'm watering.
I didn't watch.
But you did look.
I would have
I saw, but I didn't watch, you know.
It's just,
I pray for
he's
guidance.
just pissing in
It's
front of the
just
street.
We don't have a bathroom, so...
Dude, Chrome is the fucking homeless man we saw walking in Vegas, dude. The fucking busker. Oh,
Wait, Chrome.
man.
Were you not using hands?
No need. Blindfolded too.
My God.
Jesus.
He's so cool.
Marlowe's gonna try to pee without hands.
A family walking by covers their children's eyes and move away as Marlowe is peeing towards the street. He's not even sideways.
You didn't want me to pee in the street. Should've got a fucking bathroom before our house.
Some guy who watched the whole thing walks up. You know, there's a bathroom on the back side of your house.
I'm gonna walk up to him.
Oh, okay. You're inside the house. Are you looking at him through the window? Okay.
I'm gonna walk up to him.
My apologies, new here. Where is that?
He'll take you around to the back of your house. This is where you're supposed to pee and poop.
Oh, shit. Thank you, good sir.
All right, as you get back, okay, Chrome.
All right.
As you
Got
get
lost.
as you get back there, you can see that there are 4 circular indentions into the street. That there's some wooden stalls up, and that there's an old man sitting with his open. Hey there, neighbor.
Good evening, sir. Are we supposed to shit into the street?
No, into those holes here. Goes right into the sewers.
Oh, okay. You have a lovely day.
Thank you.
It's just not the same.
Definitely not.
It's just not the same. Our meeting place is ruined. There's an old man there.
This window open.
Does that window open?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it unlocked?
Yeah.
Alright, I just go through that way instead of the front door.
Okay.
Bro, how the fuck did you get in here?
There's a back door.
Oh, really?
Points at the window.
Oh. Hi, Marlowe. Breakfast will be ready in a minute. I'm just getting some things together. Good morning.
Telry's making some hot cakes, bro.
Yeah, flapjacks.
Flapjacks. Everybody
Watch them
likes
flip.
flapjacks. Watch them backflip. Sorry. Watch him work his magic.
So, what's the plan?
Get into one of those parties. See what kind of freaky shit's gonna happen.
I mean, maybe Telry and you could get in, but I don't think we're gonna pull off the party goer look between the 3 of us, pointing
He's
to
like
him.
3 feet tall. How's people
Hey.
gonna look at him?
Breakfast. At the table, not in the sitting room.
We don't have a bathroom anymore.
Listen, I'm sitting in this chair that I pulled over here, definitely pulled over. I can't find the 5th chair, but
Alright,
I'm sure
I'll
there's
stand.
Get in here and eat breakfast at the table, you savages.
Savages?
Savages.
Knarh, sit next to Telry, and he's your friend.
Alright. I can sit across. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, you're supposed to be there, and then Gruul's supposed to be there.
Supposed to be? Alright, now we're having a fight.
Well.
Yeah, it's nothing different.
Alright, so as you guys are all enjoying a nice, fine, halfling-made breakfast, what is the party's plan?
That's a good question.
Then we go find out what's up with these fancy parties that are going on. I'm gonna go to follow the lead at the practitioners. See how much information I get from there. People don't we'll call it the underground of this place doesn't seem too fond of performers such as myself. They seem to respect Chrome a lot more, so I assume both you, Gruul, and Chrome would have better luck navigating the underground. I'd probably like to navigate through the practitioners and spend a day doing that, meet back here, discuss what we've found, and then hopefully find a way to get in on the next party. They seem to happen very frequently, so.
What should Knarh and I do?
That's up to you. It's your time. You church things or whatever. To, burn some children or something.
Yeah, or... Okay.
Or cure them, that's what I meant to say.
That would be better. Okay. I guess we'll do that. So you're gonna go talk to the practitioners. You guys are gonna talk to shadier people, I guess. Suppose Knarh and I could try and talk. I don't think there's more for us to do speaking to Captain Hold. Already kind of told him what we were going to try and do, and I guess we're doing that. So,
If you walk around in the shady parts of town, you're gonna stand out like a sore thumb.
oh, I imagine
You're
so.
already, they don't seem to like paladins, or at least the black market folks.
We can just explore.
Arcane, would I know anything about the Holy Square and what its deal is?
What do you mean?
Like, what is it?
Oh, the Holy Square just means, like, that's where all the church people live and stuff.
Ah.
I mean, Knarh's somewhat of a local. Maybe she knows good relaxing places. You guys could take a sec off.
But that hardly seems like a constructive use of our time.
I mean, you can't come with us. You're literally a paladin. And if you go with Marlowe, well, it seems like this noble isn't exactly fond of you either, so...
Fair.
The best thing to do for us is to stay out of the way. We can just explore the town.
I mean, Knarh could join one of us if they want to, but, you know.
It's your time.
Well,
It's yours to decide.
I suppose I'll follow Nara around, and if we see anything interesting, then we'll report back.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll find another lead that we haven't found yet. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, if you happen to run into Cap, if you can give this to him, then Marlowe will hand a sort of curled up, kind of like a letter. It's like rolled up to both Telry and Gruul.
Okay.
So, alright, we dig up some facts from the underground, and we'll see you here, tonight?
Yep. We'll meet up in the evening then.
Say, sundown.
Alright.
Get back here.
Yep. I guess that's the plan.
All right.
Marlowe's gonna go talk to the practitioners. Chrome and Gruul are gonna search out the shadier parts of town. Knarh and Telry are going exploring.
Not here in 48 hours. Consider me dead.
Or abandoned?
Consider me dead.
Hey.
Alright,
Gotcha.
guys, I got bail for work, so.
Oh,
Okay.
you gotta go? This is a good spot
Yeah.
to call it anyway.
It's time. Yeah.
Yeah, we can call it here.
Alright, sounds good.
Thanks for sticking around, man.
See you,
problem.
man. It was fun.
Later.
It was fun.
All right, and that is where we will call it for tonight. Sorry about this being off the normal day, guys. For everybody watching, tomorrow I have a rehearsal to do with my family because my parents are getting remarried, so that's why we had this game now, so that they wouldn't miss a week. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for basically everything, as normal. Also, something I kind of want to talk about at the end of each group is I'm going to be doing more, I guess you would call it, basic streams. Just like streaming whatever, because I really want to give the people that have supported the Twitch side of the channel like more content if I can. I mean, I'm just trying to do more, and I really want to do that for people, so I'm going to try and start streaming a lot more like off game. So basically, I always want to be streaming if I'm not doing something else, or if I'm just sitting there by myself playing games. I might as well stream, have a good time with people. I'm going to be trying to do that more often, and not let myself get discouraged from it. I know that happens a lot, but
Okay.
You can do it. Marlowe, inspire him.
I'll add inspiration to that.
anyway.
Use inspiration to God.
Also, my birthday's coming up, July 24th. And I think it's going to be... I think what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to do I'm probably going to work on my birthday and not take it off. And my birthday's on a Monday, so that's Court of Curses Games Day, and they play at like 8 o'clock. So what I'm probably going to do for that is I'm going to do like a big like 12-hour stream or whatever, of just streaming whatever. We're going to have lots of sub goals and lots of stuff like that we're going to try and reach. Before then, I'm going to try and finish up my dating sim stuff that I've promised everybody. I don't know if I'll finish all 20 hours, but I'm certainly going to try because I can only handle so much of it before my brain starts leaking out of my ears and my eyes explode.
Understandable.
I'll at least finish Hatio Boyfriend.
You are a strong,
Those boys are
brave
waiting
man.
for
Yeah. And then I'll maybe play Dungeon Boyfriend. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
you.
Anyway, so let me go ahead and bring up the old... hold on, we got some fan art to see. Some high-quality shit posting.
Of this.
We were asked to meet someone here. Yes. Me.
My goodness.
That's so funny, dude. Not a cop. Hey, look at how much of not of a cop he is.
I do drugs.
I am a ladies'
Hell yeah.
masculine Marlowe, dude.
Excellent.
I'm waiting for stream.
Man,
Give us more.
an excellent shit post. Alrighty. I think that's going to be it for me, guys. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all the subs. Thanks for supporting the stream. And I'll see you guys later.
Later, chat.
Later.
Bye-bye.